Okay, Einod, Cleric point of view. Making this video not just to show the Einod fight, but also it's a really great opportunity to describe how the Cleric works. Many people think that they are good Clerics, but I have to start with this. If you are not precasting heals, if you're not watching the target of the boss, like, I mean, you obviously need to be watching the skills of the boss, but some clerics are not watching even that. Not only that, but nowadays in most of the bosses have these mechanics that they have either one or many random target skills, and you really need to know on what target they are casting. So this is very important. Second thing is, when you're healing something, it's really good to actually know what the boss is doing. It will help you tremendously. For that purpose are videos like this one. For example, now if someone watches this, he will know what the boss does and he can expect, whatever will happen. This is not only for this boss, obviously, it's for every single boss, being library, garden, whatever, or even some kind of other world boss, doesn't matter. And starting with this boss. So in the beginning, the first 25% of the boss doesn't do anything dangerous, let's say. The only combo he does is the AoFu and then the knockback. Since there are no other knockback stuns, knockdowns or whatsoever, it doesn't matter when you're using no shock. Now, what is important to know on this boss, and well, after 5.0 most of the bosses in the game are like that, have random target on almost all the skills. Now, for example, the main skill, the Rightful Strike, is almost always on the tanking target, the currently tanking target, but it may be on someone else. For which reason, it's good that you are taking the target of the boss always to see what he is, who is he gonna hit. Because sometimes it may happen that the cleric that is in the group of the person in question might not be able to help him on time. For that, you have other healers in the alliance. So this means when you're in a group, this does not mean you're healing only your group. This is not a rule only for an Einod, it is for everything, like literally everything, being PvE or PvP. You really need to know that you have other people with you that you should be healing. You cannot use group heals on them. That does not mean that you cannot use single target heals. I see many people nowadays, they heal only with group heal. In many places it's enough, but there are single heals which are really important and you need to be using those. Especially the two big ones, the chargeable single target and Radiant Cure, well, Healing Splendor or whatever it's called now, whatever. Now, you can see that the boss keeps repeating everything all the time. It's like 2 or 3 times that single target skill, then few auto attacks, then pull and no attack. After the boss goes into the next stage, start preserving your good heals, which means Ripple or Splendor of Recovery. It's very important that you know when to use spells. In the general case, do not use big heals. You are perfectly capable of healing with normal group heal, meaning the chargeable group heal or healing wind if you prefer to. I do not recommend healing with healing wind, but whatever. And with your single target heals. Do not be lazy and waste the big cooldowns, but because when you actually need them, you're not gonna have them and someone is going to die. Now, I know most of you will say, one guy died, big deal. Well, it is big deal. If one guy dies and then one guy dies after that, and then one guy dies after that, and one guy dies after that. Well, if you don't have a group like mine, for example, 275s and such, and you're with, a lot of people that don't have super high damage, every single damage counts. If people constantly die, you are going to lose this boss, as it has a timer in which he disappears. If you don't kill it within the night time of the game, he despawns. This is very important. I'm not talking about here only, but there are other places with mechanics that you have a timer, which means if you do not finish the fight within time, you're gonna die, or the boss will despawn. So this is very important. Here the boss makes bow. After the bow is knocked back, if you want you can use remove shock or just wait it out, and then you can heal. Now the reason I popped up Splendor and the right after is because I wanted to heal us up in case we are gonna get the knockdown after that, because usually the boss makes it like this: pull, knockback, and then twice the knockdown. This here now is a pull and shield combo. Right after that he makes once or twice another additional skill that is blind, and it's better in my opinion to heal up the group first and then dispel the blind. Now it's very important to be healing the Templar that is running around, doesn't matter if you are in the group with it or not, meaning watch your entire alliance that is on your screen. Supposedly it is on your screen. Being for PvE, PvP, as I said, you need to be watching those. Now, doesn't matter in which group you are, you need to be healing the 2 or 3 main targets, meaning the tank that is tanking the ads, the one that is tanking the boss usually, or at the moment, because it may be different, and the person using the bombs, because a lot of the time he will be the one that is being hit by the boss. Now, this red animation is the knockdown. It repeats it twice on a certain random target, so be sure to check the target at the boss, because in case it is on you, you should stay on place. If it is not on you, try to move behind the boss. If you're way too far and you cannot go there, pop a shield, pop some kind of delayed skill like Saving Grace or Vision Stimulus, so you can heal up yourself a little bit. If you get a knockdown, use prayer focus with a big heal to heal up everyone before the next hit. This means you have to remove shock it, the first one I mean. Now, if the boss makes the pull and there is no fire transform to interrupt the long cast skill with the third spell, that skill will knock back everyone in the alliance for like 8 or 10 seconds. Now this may kill a lot of people with your alliance if you do not heal it, meaning pop up a healing boost, maybe even 2 skills, like as I said, the Blessed Shield, Amplification and Noble Grade, and Splendor of Recovery beforehand. If Splendor is in cooldown, pop up Ripple. If Ripple is in cooldown, Vision, whatever. You really need to heal up the people. Something that you can do is a Templar can bodyguard you as a Cleric, and you will not get that knockback as it is counted as a physical debuff, which means it doesn't penetrate through shields if the shield is stronger than the damage. So you can heal up everyone who needs to be healed during that time. Note that it is not able to use remove shock on that 10 seconds knockback. Fast forwarding. Now, note on the knockdown, when the boss targets someone, I check where the Cleric is and I heal the Cleric on group 4. In this case it was not fatal, but if it wasn't full HP it might have died. So you need to be watching about those things and help out the other groups. And here it is, the beautiful combo of the boss again. Full knockback, then I'm healing, then I'm targeting the Cleric in group 4, I'm healing again, wash on the Cleric in group 4, and again heal. Now notice if I didn't heal, that Cleric would have held dead. So that's what I was talking about earlier.